Today, I'm going to be showing you how to make an overpowered warrior starting as a wretch, starting from nothing. If you watch this video in its entirety, you'll have 6 + 2 Crimson Tier flasks. We're going to be getting multiple weapons for you to choose from, armor, and a 100% block shield. We'll also get you a pretty cool talisman and enough runes to level up to use the weapon that I recommend using. And also, we'll be able to upgrade it. With all that being said, here is how to make a warrior from nothing in Elden Ring, the overpowered start guide. To kick off this game, make sure you choose Wretch, the master class, my favorite class. Also, this is a warrior guide, so make him absolutely shredded. If you ever see an easy to get item like this on the way to the next objective, make sure you grab it. It could come in handy later on. Alright, so now you're gonna get absolutely clapped by this first boss. After your cheeks have been firmly clapped, you'll spawn into this room and get your Estus flask. If you want to do crafting early, then jump down here and do this whole tutorial thingy. At the end of this tutorial thing, you'll get a strength gesture, which on a warrior, it's recommended. Go through this thing until you can finally see the lands between. Go ahead and grab this first mark of grace, and then continue directly north to the Church of Ella and grab that mark of grace. Grab this smithing stone on this anvil and grab the crafting kit if you did the tutorial. You should have enough runes to grab a torch also. Now continue on north and you can kill these guys if you want to. They're pretty easy. This is optional. Make your way to the gate front mark of grace and light it. And here we have our horse. Go ahead and allocate all your flasks to be crimson. We don't need that magic stuff here. Now we're gonna dodge a bunch of mobs, so get out your horse and run through the gate. Just pass through all these guys. You do not have to kill them. If you follow the road, you'll eventually find this golden sapling tree thing. Grab this golden seed and then head back to the bonfire. Go ahead and upgrade your flask, and now we have 5 flasks to get us started in this adventure. Go slightly east, kill the guard, and get this first usable weapon, the Lordshorn's greatsword. Now make sure you kill this trumpet guy and then grab your first map piece at this monument. Go to the most southeastern part of the encampment where there are wolves and 2 guards and kill them. After they're defeated, head down into this staircase. With opening this chest, we get a whetstone knife, which allows us to equip arts of wars and affinities. Now in the most northeastern part of this camp, you'll find another carriage. In the back of this carriage, there's going to be a flail. After you grab that, run directly east to this next mark of grace. Rest and reset any enemies you didn't kill. Now we're going to be heading to the Mistwood outskirts mark of grace, and that is east-northeast-ish. So follow this road. Here is what the mark of grace looks like, and here it is on the map. Now head directly south until you can hear a wolf howling. You'll find some ruins here. These are the Mistwood ruins, and in this center portion, there's a chest that contains 2 smithing stones. Grab that. To the southeast, you'll find this giant bear. Just jump and run under him into this little alcove stairwell. If you open this chest, you'll get the axe talisman, which enhances charge attacks. You can go ahead and equip that at this point. Now from this stairwell, head directly south again. After a bit of time, you'll reach a coast. At this coast, turn east. And now we have our next mark of grace. Here it is on the map for those of you that got lost. Directly above this mark of grace, there's a fortress, and we're going to that fortress's courtyard. Don't kill any enemies. There's going to be another golden sapling of the Erd tree. There's a golden seed here. Go ahead and yoink that golden seed and head back to the bonfire. Now, of course, upgrade your flask. Directly west from this mark of grace bonfire, we're going to see a graveyard. There's a booty ton of itemized runes here, so make sure you grab all of them. After you firmly looted the graveyard, head southwest and go around this mountain. Eventually, you'll see a road, and you're gonna take this road north. When you see this air tunnel, jump into it east. We're gonna be grabbing a giant rapier. This is where you should be on the map right now. Go to this half pot and grab this item, and then jump up onto this building. Lads, listen, this is going to be the hardest part of this run. You can go ahead and kill this mage and get this item. This is a magic item, so ooh. But down here in this little tiny tent, there's going to be a chest. We're going to open that chest, and we're gonna grab the great rapier, a massive rapier. So run into this tent, open the chest, just somehow get the item. Now we're gonna run directly west to this next mark of grace. This mark of grace is called Agil Lake South, for those of you that are lost. Now you're gonna run directly northeast. You will find this beautiful graveyard and collect all of the itemized runes here. Now get back on the road beside the mark of grace and head south. Take this road all the way down until you see this part right here, this bridge. Ignore the enemies, run across and grab this stone sword key and continue forward. West, after you cross the bridge, there's gonna be another mark of grace. Go ahead and sleep, rest, respite. Now from that mark of grace, go south again and follow the road. You'll eventually come across this carriage, and holy mother of God, the morning star is ours. Grab this item. This is so fun to use. Continue south and pick up items as you go. You can kill these glowing bugs right here and get arts of war. This is a archer shot. After a while, you'll see some smoke in the distance to the east. Grab this mark of grace right beside the smoke in the distance to the east. Directly near this mark of grace, there's going to be a jumping place. Jump on this and get into this tower right here. This is where we're going to get our turtle shield, which is a 100% block shield. Teleport back to the Mark of Grace. Use all of your itemized runes we got from the graveyard right here, right now. Do not mess this up. 13 points into dexterity, use the rest into strength, and hopefully you'll get to 16. If you don't, we'll fix that later. You can go ahead and equip your turtle shield right now and your morning star.
Look at that soaking wet body glistening in the wind.
Call upon your trusty steed and head south. You'll eventually find this monument, which has a map shard, which will give you the map of this area. Southwest of that map shard, there is a golden seed. Grab this. Be careful, because there's a big lad with a big bow shooting right at your freaking skull. Run past him and get inside this castle. Get this Mark of Grace at the castle. Make sure you've used all your souls on levels and stuff at this point, because we're doing a death run.
Just hold my hand, follow my lead, and I'll take you to victory.
Get on this elevator and ride it all the way up. I'm actually going to two-hand my shield just so I can block any attack that comes my way. You're gonna find this pile of nasty bodies with a booty ton of enemies around. Just run to the right of them and run around this burning stake. You're gonna take a right around this corner right here, and then there's going to be a door. Now, directly left inside this door, there is a chest. Open that chest and you have yourself the claymore. Just spam the button.
In the arm.
Now, either you can die right here or run back to the bonfire. It doesn't matter.
Equip that succulent little claymore. Yeah, just go ahead and give it a few little swings.
If you didn't get to 16 strength, don't worry about it. You can just two-hand the claymore right now. Head back to the Mistwood outskirts Mark of Grace. From here, head directly southeast, and we're gonna find a map monument. Grab that map. It'll reveal the entire area. Here that is on the map. Right near this map, there's a corpse with an item on it. This is a Nomadic Warriors cookbook number 4. After you grab that cookbook, just follow the road north.
Kill any boars in your way.
After following the road for a little bit, you'll find this broken down church. This is the Church of America number 3. There's 2 items you need to grab before you grab the bonfire. This flask over here, and then that sacred tear over there. Light the bonfire. Use your sacred tear to increase the healing of your flask. And then finally, mix your wondrous physic mix. Now head directly west from the church. You'll see this great arch in the road. You want to get on top of that arch. Don't just ignore Kenneth Haidt. He's a weirdo. He's a goober. That's all he is. Continue to the other side of the arch and you'll find yourself a graveyard, and you already know what we're gonna do. We're gonna loot all these itemized runes. After you're done looting, go ahead and teleport to the Church of Ella and talk to this witch lady. If it's nighttime, make sure it's nighttime and she'll appear. When you tell her that you can summon Torrent your horse, she'll give you a summoning bell with some wolves.
This is very useful.
For this next part, you're gonna need to equip your claymore and your morning star. If your strength is not level 16 yet, use just enough itemized runes to get you to level 16 strength. From here, head directly east until you hit the lake. Once you're in the lake, run north until you find the mines. So we're gonna get a few upgrade materials for our claymore in these mines. When you reach this elevator, you can actually jump off halfway through and get yourself a golden rune number 4 in this little tunnel right here. Jump down and light the Mark of Grace. Kill these rock guys with your morning star, as it's a blunt weapon and it won't bounce off. And then collect these resource nodes to get yourself smithing materials. Just run through this entire place collecting resources, and if you find rats or dogs, you can use your claymore on it and it'll be a lot more effective. Take the next lift down after that first area. Loot this entire area down here. Make sure you don't forget this smithing stone behind this building right here. Now, while you're taking the lift up, you're actually going to jump off, and there's going to be a secret area with more resources and enemies to kill. Just run through this part, looting and killing. Now, this next elevator, you can jump off, and there's an item, and also there's a twinkling titanite, which upgrades a special weapon. Once you're done looting everything, this next part is optional, but I recommend doing it. There's a rock troll boss, and you can use your morning star and actually just jump attack it over and over again and stagger it, and it's a pretty easy boss fight, and it'll give you a lot of runes. Make sure at the start you summon your wolves, and it'll take a lot of aggro off of you. If you can't beat it, don't worry, just go on to the next step. Go out of the mines and teleport back to the Church of Ella and use all of your itemized runes at this point. You can now upgrade your claymore to +2 with the smithing anvil. If you followed the guide exactly, you should have enough runes for this next part, but if you don't, you can run over to these ruins and farm these night guys. You are going to need 6,900 runes for this next part. Go ahead and teleport your cute self to the Castle Morn Rampart bonfire. There's a merchant right beside this Mark of Grace bonfire. Go ahead and purchase the iron helmet, the scaled armor, the iron gauntlets, and the leather trousers. Now, if you don't want to fat roll, unequip the gauntlets and your morning star. Use whatever souls you have left on whatever levels you need. And that's it, that's your warrior, but there's one more thing that we can do. From this bonfire, you can head west. On this cliff next to the bonfire, there is a sacred tier. You just have to circle around and get up on this cliff. It's not that hard. There's a path leading right to it. You can't miss it. Head back to your Mark of Grace bonfire and upgrade your flask's healing, and now you have an overpowered warrior to get started on your adventure in Elden Ring. Subscribe, you beautiful person.